So if you're like me at all and you want to inspire change, you want to do something ambitious, you want to make a difference either in the lives of those around you, or you just want to express yourself and get that fulfillment that comes from knowing you've tried your best. And first of all, we're not talking about a day, we're not talking about a given week, we're talking about over the long haul. We're talking about like over a decade or so. This is the number one thing, probably the number one thing that's completely stopped me and has gotten in the way. So if I were talking to my younger self, this is exactly the advice I would have given to myself. So unfortunately, someone didn't tell me this, but the number one area of bad thinking that I had was I didn't realize how easy it was for me to focus on outcomes rather than output. So what does that mean? It means you're about to do something great. You're about to start a new company, or maybe a new partnership, or launch a new product, or simply you just want to raise your hand and step up in a new way than what you've done in the past. And without realizing it, you start shifting to thinking about what is the outcome of me doing this. And the problem with that is that you get into some sort of delusion thinking that you can kind of control it. What we're really doing, or at least for me, is I'm looking for some sort of certainty. I'm looking for some sort of guarantee that if I step out, if I step up, if I launch, if I publish, that something good will happen, right? And that's the crazy thing, is that anything that's worth doing in the world has to do with like launching something into the marketplace, and we can never control what the marketplace, how it's going to respond, whether what we're creating is art, whether it's some sort of leadership, whether it's some sort of innovation. But the output, on the other hand, is something you can't control. If you're a writer, you can write every single day. If you are a musician, you can control the times that you record, the songs that you write, how often you want to publish and post that. You can control the output. You can control your output every single day. You can control your output every single week. But you can't control the corresponding outcome from those outputs. But the bad thinking focuses on the outcomes with some sense of, if only I could reassure myself that I'm not going to fail, look foolish, look stupid, and that is going to stop you from stepping up and putting into the world what you need to put into the world. So if there's something right now in 2023 where you're like, you know what, I'm not completely satisfied right now, I'm not really completely fulfilled, whether it's stepping out and doing something on YouTube, whether it's just at your current job, but you think that you can offer more value by offering more services or something like that, solving a bigger problem. I would encourage you, focus on what it is that you can control. Focus on the outcomes. Don't focus on the outcomes. Focus on the outputs that are within your ability to control. And this year is going to be awesome. So the antidote to the bad thinking is, again, outputs. You can control those. The outcomes, you just got to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. I always think of it as like a dance. It's like this dance with the tension of what you can't control. You may never get reassurance. You may never get certainty. And there are certainly no guarantees that what you do is going to work. And my question to you is, if there was a guarantee, would it really be worth living? Like would life be worth living if you knew that you were going to accomplish all your dreams in the way that you set out to do? I think the life of adventure comes because we don't know. It comes because we assume risk, and sometimes there's payoff and other times there's not. Sometimes there's promotion, other times there's setback. And it's dancing with that unknown that is something that you need to be comfortable with. So that's my challenge to you today. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable.